Yeah, fellow Africans, is it true that Rwanda is the most powerful country in this continent? If is it, why don't we use Rwanda to form a single army for the continent of Africa? Because it looks like Rwanda is so powerful, can support M23, can make M23 stronger. Hello, all of you, dear friends and fellow Africans who are here in the continent and those who are in the diaspora. My dear kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, what you see here, these are mercenaries. These are Western mercenaries, European mercenaries who are fighting in Democratic Republic of Congo. The question is, why are they fighting in Democratic Republic of Congo, and for what purpose, and for whom, and who given them the mandate to go to DRC to fight in DRC, and for what purpose, and what are they fighting for? So kings and queens, as the people of Africa, we need to ask ourselves difficult questions. And of course, I know there are so many mercenaries who are in Democratic Republic of Congo. These are just a few, but what are they fighting for? Why they left their homes and to come to Congo to fight? What are they fighting for? Africans, wake up. Africans, we are sleeping. We see, but we don't recognize. We see these mercenaries. We don't ask ourselves, what are they doing in our continent? And then we come and say, starting blaming one another. You know, Kagame this, Kagame that. It doesn't make sense to all of us that you see the Europeans are here in Congo fighting. We don't know what they are fighting for. And we are not sure if they have passport, they have a permit, working permit. We are not serious with what we want. So Africans, wake up, stop blaming one another. So the Western power are using these mercenaries to train rebels to supply weapons, to fight for Africans to kill one another. Africans, we are here blaming one another, you know, Kagame, you know, this and that. It doesn't help us. Let us come together, let us unite, let us say enough is enough. What the African Union has said about these mercenaries. African Union didn't release any statement, but you see African Union releasing a statement about the cut aid of Mr. Trump. So we are blaming Trump for cutting aid, but we are not blaming the Europeans for supporting or for firing this conflict. These mercenaries, what are they doing? Have we asked them where there's a passport, how they entered to Democratic Republic of Congo? So Africans, what's wrong with us? Let us change and know that our enemies is not us. We are friends, we are brothers and sisters. Those who are trying to bring us into chaos are those who have appetite to our natural resources. Due to that, my dear kings and queens, and on the issue that is going on right now in Democratic Republic of Congo, between M23 and the government of Congo, I have different thoughts because we have seen some of our leaders being blamed. Of course, for instance, President Kagame is blamed for supporting M23 rebels. And of course, other leaders are supporting Democratic Republic of Congo. But it looks like M23 is stronger than before. It means Kagame can mobilize well the M23 rebel and make it strong than before. If Kagame has such kind of capability, why don't we, the people of Africa, use President Paul Kagame to form a strong army for the continent of Africa? Of course, we have been saying this many times that we need single army for the continent of Africa. So if Kagame and M23 can become stronger and threat to Congo and allies of Congo, of course we have seen SADC soldiers in Democratic Republic of Congo, we have seen UN soldiers in DRC, all of them supporting Congo. But Kagame alone is supporting M23 and M23 is so stronger. So why don't we, the people of Africa, especially our leaders, sit down and say, you Kagame, you have something unique. You can help us to form a single army for the continent of Africa. Instead of maybe supporting M23 to fight in DRC, let us stop that. Let us come together, join with President Museveni, join with Ibrahim Traore, join with Mamadou Doumbouya, join with Assimi Goïta, Dlamini Chan, and go and form a single army for the continent of Africa. Then these mercenaries who are coming here and taking our resources must be defeated. We can defeat these mercenaries, and we should not allow them to come to our territories to fight and to cause conflict. And of course, Africans, sometimes we don't ask ourselves difficult questions. Just imagine someone came from Europe. We don't know whether he has visas, he has passports, or they have permit to go to Congo. We don't know. But they are in Congo fighting. And these are those who are sometimes distracting our families, distracting our people. They don't care because their families are in safe place. Their families are in Europe. So they don't care about African families. So I think the time has come to use the resources that Kagame has for the benefit of this continent. Instead of coming and blaming President Kagame or blaming someone, let us see positive things in President Kagame or President Tshisekedi. Africans always, we are focusing on negative things. Let us focus on positive things. Yes, Kagame is supporting M23. Yes, Kagame is doing bad things, but how can we transform those energy that Kagame has for the benefit of the people of Africa, for the benefit of the continent of Africa? So, dear kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, those are just my thoughts, that if Kagame is strong like that, Kagame is a threat to others, why don't we use President Kagame for the benefit of this continent? And of course, I'm not blaming President Kagame. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm trying to share my thoughts. I'm trying to see positive things from President Kagame for the continent of Africa. Maybe Kagame is doing wrong. It's okay. I don't care. Maybe he's doing well. I don't care. But what is my concern here is how can we use the intelligence of President Kagame for the benefit of the continent of Africa. So those are just my concern. So kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, if you have anything, please share with us. And of course, the issue of Congo is trending right now in different mainstream medias, social medias. So you can see that Kagame now has become one of the viral status on different media. So all my dear brothers and sisters, kings and queens, we need a single army for Africa. When I watch on television Mercenaries from Europe, I say to myself, and of course I ask myself, how is it possible? We Africans, we are fighting each other, and we have these mercenaries. What these mercenaries are doing, are they fighting it and helping the people of Africa? No. Do they have families in Congo? No. So they can do anything bad because their families are not in Congo. Their families are in Europe. So they don't have anything to care about Africa because they have no relations with Africans. So it is our duty as the people of Africa to take care of ourselves. To say, instead of investing much energy in fighting each other, let us use the same energy to protect our natural resources, to protect our people, to protect our children. So right now, the people in Congo are suffering. But people will say, maybe Kagame, whatever. But why don't African leaders talking about these mercenaries? Why only people are speaking about Kagame? People are speaking about Kagame only. Why not these mercenaries? Yes, maybe Kagame is wrong. Maybe Kagame has problem. But why these mercenaries are not spoken by our leaders, by our people? Where is African Union talking about these mercenaries? Are they given a permit to come to Africa to fight? And what are they fighting for? So I think that's something that we need to do as the people of Africa, especially young people. We should not accept. And of course, maybe these mercenaries are training soldiers in the bush there. They're training people to fight. Yeah, our children, our young men, women are being captured and trained by these mercenaries to fight. You know, we have been asking ourselves where guns are coming from. We know that Africa, we don't have industries, we don't have capacity to manufacture those equipment, but we can ask where these equipment are coming from. Now let us ask where these mercenaries are coming from. So there's something that we need to understand as the people of Africa. So let us join our hands, come together to make sure that we are going to protect our mother continent, Africa. Up to that, let me say thank you. Have a nice time. See you next time. Bye.